everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Vextra, and I am going to be your guide today. So today we are going to be going over all of the equipment. This is a beginner's guide. We're just going to do it on Tanglewood on amateur because that's where most beginners are going to be at, unless, they got the game at release. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and load in and get this started.
We've arrived. Check the equipment and get set up before investigating.
Okay, so for everybody that does know me, I
Be linked to a
am
cursed
an all-around streamer and gamer, but
may be using it to
I
help your investigation.
shush. I absolutely love Phasmo. I played a lot of Phasmophobia on PC, streamed it a lot, but my PC died. Life happened, dealt with some health issues, family stuff. Wasn't able to stream as much, computer died. But now we have Phasmophobia on console. So I've been playing it since release. I'm about level 73 now, and thought maybe I should do a beginner's guide for all the new people. Now, when you first come into the truck, things are going to be a little daunting. You're not going to have all of this. If you're brand new, you're not going to have all this. You're going to have the basic stuff. You're going to have a photo cam. I believe you start with a photo cam anyway. EMF, spirit box, thermostat, UV, flashlight, ghostwriting. I think you get a dots and a video camera as well. I'm not entirely sure if you get... Yeah, dots and video camera. So that'll be your starting gear. But we're going to go over all this stuff because you're going to get access to all this. Might as well go over all of it. I wouldn't worry so much about objectives and trying to get a perfect investigation right off, but if you get ones that you can do, I definitely suggest trying to do them unless they're like you being hunted and stuff, because you're not going to have smudge sticks to start. With that being said, I usually grab EMF, dots, and not dots, EMF, thermo, and a flashlight. On console, to pick things up, it's square. To use them is X. Interact with stuff is R2, and then to use or to place things, I don't have anything I can place right at the moment, is L2. So R2 to open up the doors here, and we're gonna head in. If you have a flashlight, but you have say the thermostat out, hit the down arrow on the controller, and it turns on your thermo. Breaker starts on. Definitely make sure to turn that on when you come in. And you're just gonna kind of look around and see if you see any activity, any open doors. Make sure that you're turning lights on when you're going into rooms, because I don't believe you start off with any sanity pills, and you want to preserve your sanity so you're not getting hunted and dying. So you're just going to kind of walk around, keep an eye on this thermometer. The tier 1 is kind of slow, but you're just going to keep an eye on it, see if you notice any temperature drops. You're looking to get below 59. Generally lets me know that that's the ghost room when the house is warmed up. If you're in a house that doesn't have the breaker on, then you're looking for below 50. And we are not getting any cold temperatures over here, so this is probably not the area for the ghost. I don't know if I just heard it throw something. So if you think that it threw something, and you think you know where it is because, sound, you can walk in with an EMF like that. See? So we know that it threw something in here. I just don't know what it was because I don't see it. But we know that this is probably our ghost room. And temperatures are starting to drop. We have EMF in here. This is our ghost room. Now, my suggestion here, drop all your items, drop your flashlight outside the ghost room. Go and get some more evidence. So you saw how the thermostat worked, you saw how EMF worked. If we get EMF 5, I can show you what EMF 5 looks like, but here, let me grab this one. Essentially, that needle has to go past the 5, not on it, because I've had it on the 5 before with the tier 1, and it's not EMF 5. It'll go a little bit past the 5 when it's EMF 5. See, L2 on console allows you to place this. I think it's G on PC, and for the flashlight, when it's not actively in your hand, I think it's T. So I like to grab a camera on a tripod. These should be fixed now, dots, and a book. And the reason for this is because I can check for ghost orbs from the truck, which is the safest way to do this. And dots and spirit book, especially tier 1s, can be very time consuming to get. Now with the tier 1 camera and hello flashing lights, tier 1 camera and tripod, I want to place this in a good spot that's going to give me the most view, because you cannot turn it like you can with the tier 2 and tier 3. So with the spirit book, you see that ring over there? This works for the crucifix as well. It gives you a ring of operation, and it touched the water. Still only a couple on the EMF. it it lets you know like what the range is. So the ghost has to be inside this circle in order to use the book. Tier 1 book has quite a bit of range, so it's not horrible. And where do I want to put this? I have not a clue. I guess just like this will work fine. Alright, and then what I do is I shut off the light. I go back to the truck to go look at the dots and see if I see a ghost orb, plus grab more evidence items. With the camera can detect ghost orbs that you can't see with your naked eye with the night vision on, so you just right click on the mouse to change to the camera, right click, right trigger, on the keyboard. So for dots, we're looking for a little speck, kind of looks like dirt, just kind of floating around, and we are not seeing that. It could be over in that corner over here, but most likely it's probably not ghost orb. Dots, you'll see like a white figure walking through all these green little specky lights. But probably what I'll do, because it's tier 1, is I will probably grab another dots, another video camera, drop those in, and we'll also go grab spirit box. Now, spirit box is the most painful tier 1 item, in my opinion. I'm sure some will disagree. I'm sure some will agree. It's got a very small range. It's a pain in the butt to get spirit box with a tier 1. Now, on on PC, actually, I think I'm going to put this one right here. On PC, you can talk to the ghost through the spirit box. You cannot do that on console yet because they have been having some issues with it. I'm going to angle that a bit better. Can I angle it like that? I guess that's going to be about as good as I get it. They've been having some issues with the voice recognition. What? It turned the breaker off just as I was turning the light off in there, and it broke. It broke the light. Okay, so power box can be one of two places. It can be either there, or it can be down here. Turn the light on as you go down, so that way when you turn this back on, it will give you light. Protect that sanity. This is one of the cursed possessions. This is a summoning circle. The way this works is, and I will do a separate video, but it's here, so I might as well explain it. The way this works, you light all these candles. You have to have 100% sanity. Ghosts will appear here. You can get a quick ghost photo and then run for your life. If it is a demon, it will hunt a lot faster. You will not have as big of a grace period because a demon can hunt straight out of a ghost event. Every ghost will hunt after being summoned to the summon circle. It will be what's called a cursed hunt. It will be quicker. Or not quicker, it will be a longer hunt. But a demon will hunt a lot quicker out of that than most ghosts. All right, there we go. So now on PC, you will sit here. You will sit here and speak, ask questions. On console, you have to hit these predetermined questions. That was a big throw, my dude. We got
Interesting.
okay. We got two pieces of evidence. Oh, we've got maybe all of our evidence. No, that's not quite. Okay. So we've got two pieces of evidence. We got ghostwriting right here, and we've got spirit box. And it looks like it might go down to freezing. So make sure to mark your evidences so you don't forget what they are. Ghostwriting and spirit box. It might be a poltergeist because of that throw. I don't think it's a Moroi, but I can show you how to test for that. Which requires me to go out to the truck. So if you suspect it might be a Moroi will curse you when you use the spirit box. What that means is even when you're in the light, your sanity will drain. Our sanity is still pretty good. Usually you get a drain off the spirit box too. 92%. So what we're going to do is we're going to go sit in the light for a minute here, and then we'll go back. Because if our sanity's drained while we've been in the light, then we know it's a Moroi. So EMF 5 would be spirit. Ultraviolet faulty, which we will test for that in a minute. Oh, whoops. Freezing. God dang it. Freezing temperatures, Maroi. Ghost Orb, Mare, and Dots, Dio. I'm just trying to, in this little beginner's guide here, we're just trying to get you enough information to get you started. I'm not going over everything. I'll go over the equipment, and I might not showcase it all. So let's go see what our sanity is. Okay. Hold up. We're going to go back there real quick because that looks like we might be dropping. So we might have ourselves a friendly little Moroi. Not so friendly, but I should have put on friendly ghost so I could have done this a little easier, but I didn't think about it. It's not freezing temps yet, and I think freezing temps has to be the Moroi, right? Yeah. So we're just gonna wait for a minute and see if it dropped any further. On amateur, the ghosts are not very aggressive, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Now we're still right around the same. Okay. I forgot to shut off the light again. But I should still be able to see a ghost orb or dots, which I do not see a ghost orb, so I'm going to say it's no ghost orb. If you've looked everywhere and you're not seeing the ghost orb, then I would go ahead and safely mark no ghost orb. I think we're going to find it's going to probably be a poltergeist. So now we want to test for UV. UV works a couple different ways. You can look on the doors that it's touched and see if you see fingerprints, or you can use salt and see if you got footprints. Both count as UV. We're going to go ahead and grab this. Let me give you a rundown real quick. So this is a sound sensor. You place this in a room. It'll detect any sounds in the room. Kind of works similar to a parabolic, but not quite the same. You can hear those sounds from the truck, and you can turn those sounds off if you would like. I don't use this too often. It's not an objective. It doesn't really have a practical use unless you're looking for a banshee. Then you can hear the banshee from the truck. The banshees scream. Crucifix. Tier 1's kind of crap, but they can still save your life. You grab them. You place them. Well, I guess I can't place them outside. But you can place them on the ground. It'll give you a circle like the spirit book and the ghostwriting book, and that is the effective range. What these do is they prevent a hunt. If the ghost tries to hunt in their range, it will stop them. These are one-time uses for these crucifix here. Tier 2 gets two uses, and Tier 3 gets 3 uses, or 1 use to stop a cursed hunt from a cursed item. But the ghost still has to be in range. Keep that in mind. So let's see here. What am I missing about these? Oh, demons. These are especially effective against demons. They have a wider range against demons. So if you place this outside of the ghost room range, and it still stops a hunt, you could be dealing with a demon. Salt, very simple. Tier 1, you get 2 places. You can place 2 small piles. This is handy because you can test for a Wraith. Wraith cannot step in salt. And then we will go over all of that different stuff in another video. But also, if a ghost steps in it, you can use the UV and test for footprints. And we will probably bring some of this in just so I can show you. And that will count as ultraviolet. Parabolic, this is sometimes a challenge over here, an objective. You can take and listen for the ghost, get ghost whispers. I don't know if you can get the Deogen growl. I think the Deogen growl is only on the spirit box. But you can get the poltergeist scream, and then you know it's a polty, and you will know that scream when you hear it. Motion sensor, place it in a room. It's got a red laser. It will detect when a ghost has walked through it. Player can set this off too. Keep that in mind. Along with the tier 2. The tier 2, you can put 2 beams out, more likely to catch the ghost. Player can set off both of those. Tier 3 only detects the ghost. Player cannot set those off. Also, before I forget, parabolics. Tier 2 has more range. Tier 3, I believe, has more range and can detect different floors. Has a little monitor to show you if the ghost is on a lower floor or not. Headgear, Tier 1, kind of useless in my opinion. It's got a video camera on it. Don't use it. It's not worth it. Tier 2 is kind of nice. It's got a flashlight on it. So you could not take a flashlight, or if you're using my custom difficulty that I went over in a previous video, this doesn't work at all because it counts as a flashlight, and I've got flashlights turned off. Also, UV flashlights don't work. You need the tier 2 for that difficulty. Full disclaimer. Tier 3 is night vision goggles. Those work even if camera's turned off. Those things are awesome. We've got sanity pills. You pick them up, you take them, they restore sanity. Tier 2 restores more and faster, and then Tier 3 gives you unlimited stamina for a short amount of time, plus heals a decent amount of sanity. Firelights, these things, they are matches, Tier 1. They do burn out. They're for lighting smudges and lighting candles. I think you get 10 lights off of a matchbox. You get, I think, 5 minutes worth off of a regular lighter and 10 minutes off the Zippo, which is Tier 3. Candle lights, these ones are Tier 1. They last for a little while. I don't think candles have a range at all, but then Tier 3 lasts for, I think, 10 minutes total burning time. And then, if I remember right, the Tier 3 are unlimited. Smudges. These are basic smudges. Tier 1, they will protect you for a short amount of time. Basically, ghost is coming at you, smudge, run through the ghost, run for your life. Best bet is to have multiple of these on you. If you're playing with people, make sure you guys stay together. Tier 2 slows down the ghost. Same concept though, smudge them and run. Tier 3 are like these little chain incense things. You light those near the ghost. It stuns the ghost for a few seconds. Can be helpful for getting a ghost photo on certain things. I think we have pretty much gone over everything. You know what these do. They just get better at doing that with the higher tiers. Let's go ahead and show you how the salt works real quick. And we will check our temperature again and see if we've got freezing. I don't think it's a Marori. I think it's going to be ultraviolet and be a poltergeist. And the reason I say that is because it threw that laptop Off of here, it went way up there and then landed in front of me down here. And it seems to have thrown it again, and there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I threw it again, and there's a bunch of stuff in here. I also just touched a door somewhere. Which door was that? Yep, ultraviolet. It's a Pulte. See? Fingies. Now, you can take a picture of those. 3-star photo. The more of these you get, the more points you get. This camera sucks. I hate it. But that is a quick rundown of how all the evidences work. Wait. Ultraviolet. Thank you. I will do another video here soon about all the ghost traits and about cursed objects. They're all going to be separate videos. Also, even if you don't have fingerprints, because I believe it just touched this door. No, it wasn't this one. So you can delete photos that aren't 3-star. Must spend this one again. There we go. Wasn't a 3-star because I got to it too late. But even if you don't have fingerprints, you can still take a picture of them moving doors for interactions. Stepping in salt. Disturbed salt photo. 3-star. If I had the UV over here, I could probably get footprints. It's another picture you can get off of the salt photos. Well, when they want to leave footprints, apparently. Apparently, this the one does not want to leave footprints for me. But see, your objective is to fill up. For a perfect hunt, let me explain this real quick, because I know somebody's going to ask. For a perfect hunt, you want all 3-star photos, and you want your objectives, plus you want to find bone. So for this one, we would need to cleanse near the ghost, repel it while it's chasing someone, and witness a ghost event. We have not gotten a ghost event yet, and I don't really feel like doing a hunt. But one thing you will need, you do not need the photo of it. I know there are going to be people that say, oh, well, you need the bone photo. No, you do not. You can take a photo of it just to fill out your photos, and then pick it up with square. See? You can also come down here. I guess I really didn't go over the camera, and we're going to do that now. Take a photo. Summoning circle. Cursed possessions give you photos too. If your objective is the ghost photo, you need to make sure to save one spot for the ghost photo, because of the fact that if you fill this all with 3 stars, you cannot delete a photo. You can only delete 2 or lower. Like this. I can delete this. So that's really the camera explained. If there's any questions as far as equipment goes, leave a comment. I will get to it when I can. I do have a busy work schedule, but I always make time for people. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I will explain it the best I can. I'm a little scatterbrained, so don't mind me. I get sidetracked. It's my ADHD. I don't know what to tell you, people. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great day. That is Phasmo beginning equipment. And I will be going over probably ghost traits in the next video. Have a great day, y'all.